I am delighted to be introducing you to Chris Bolton, who lives in Accrington, which is where my mom is from. So when I heard his accent and looked at where he's from, I was like, oh, I'm home. He's been described by his mentor, Charlotte Derry, who's working with Ingrid, as a passionate advocate for his children. Ingrid said to me this morning, he's a whirlwind. Broadway Primary School is a rural Lancashire school, and it's been nominated for the best primary school by EduFutures. They took part in an NSPCC film about their Children's Day just recently. Chris only just started OPAL last term, and it's a tiny space of time. And in that tiny time, he has transformed his playground. There's lots to learn from this next speaker. Sarah, can we spotlight onto Chris? Hello, Chris.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Hiya.
Oh, great to see you. So I am looking forward to hearing all about what's going on in your school, Broadway Primary School. All this for 90 quid.
Well,
take it away.
Yeah, so I've called it All This for £90 because the only thing that we've actually purchased yet, apart from obviously the support from OPAL, is a waterproof speaker. Literally everything that's come on the yard has been through donations and through beg stealing and borrowing, and it's massively transformed. And I think what you said there about Ingrid and Charlotte saying it's like a whirlwind, it was important because Broadway Primary School, unfortunately, this year we lost our head teacher just before, so we had that incident to deal with. And then on top of that, obviously, we've had lockdown and we've had children and all cramped together. And it was just, no, we need to do something about this. And my PE coordinator found OPAL. And I have to be honest, at first I thought it was more of a, we'll come and show you a few games to play on the yard. And I even said to Ingrid at the beginning of the first meeting, I said, well, I'm thinking of developing the playground. And obviously, all of you who've looked at playground development, you're looking at pieces of equipment for £5,000, £10,000, and nothing's ever cheap. But for £90 so far, we have just literally just gone for it. As soon as Boris Johnson said we can hug and kiss and do all those things, we removed the bubbles on the playground, not in school, but on the playground. And the joy in the children's faces it's amazing. And playtime is become one of the best parts of the day. The children just can't wait for playtime. We've just got children running from one activity to the other. There's new things coming in. Today, we had a car wash. We've been donated one of those little cars, battery powered thing that doesn't actually have a battery anymore, but the children were pushing it through the hose pipe, and that was the car wash. So yeah, so this is our little video that just suggests what we've done in a month, when you're ready for it.
Oh, Chris, that's just beautiful. I love that bit where the girls were carefully carrying those big trays of water over
Yeah.
to that big mud pit,
Yeah.
throwing it in. You're like,
those were donated by a pie company. We got 200 of them, and they have been, you name it, they've become. The other day they were a drive-through McDonald's. They built a drive-through McDonald's with them, but the mud pit had dried up because randomly in Rosendale we had some hot weather. So I was like, well, let's fill the mud pit up with those, and the parents are loving it. Our social media is being blown away by the comments from parents. How can we help? What can we do? The children are adoring it. And some of us may be worried, I don't know, about parents complaining that your children get muddy and all those different things. And out of 208 children, we've had one parent complain. And Ingrid and Charlotte know that by them complaining, I just invited them to the working party. So by inviting them into the working party, they have a bit of a say. But it's been absolutely fantastic. And the staff are so on board that it's making life a lot easier as well. So yeah, it's brilliant.